morning and welcome to another clinic vlog. I am tired today. I'm only spending maybe 1.5 hours here. I don't have any consults or anything, but I do need to finish a treatment plan and log the herbs that I've used for a consult that I had last night. So I usually do evening consults because I have another job during the day, so that's when I can fit them in. So I had an initial consult and it didn't end until 6:30 or something, so I didn't actually get the treatment plan done because I was very tired. So I need to do that this morning, and then I'm getting my skin checked. So PSA to everyone that hasn't got their skin checked, go and get your skin checked. I think it only goes for half an hour or so they just check everything just to make sure you're safe, whatever age you are, however long you've been in the sun. Even if you wear sunscreen, go and get it checked just to make sure, because you never know what is going on. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I need to finish the treatment plan, pack away the herbs, just clean up the space, and then I'm heading to the Gold Coast for the weekend. So this vlog is going to be little bits and pieces of the clinic days coming up. Happy Friday. I only have one consult coming in soon, in about half an hour or so. So what I'm going to do is just prep for that. But I really want to start just getting some ideas going and get a little bit more organized with content, particularly because I've been a bit slack on everything. So I want to kind of do a brainstorm of what videos, podcasts, blog posts, newsletters that I can create, and try and figure out ways where I can reach more people, but also just connect with the people that I already have a little bit better. That's what I'm going to try and do. I have some errands to run as well, but that's kind of the plan for today. So I've just finished the consult and it went good. As good as to be expected, so that's good. So I just also, what I'm doing is I kind of got distracted and I started to work on some pieces of content. So I've recorded a new meditation. So it's a guided meditation to help you feel good. What I do with the meditations, I don't really have many meditations that go over the 10-minute mark. That is just because I target kind of time poor people on a budget. So even if you can just do a 10-minute meditation, that's better than doing nothing. So I've done that, I've recorded it. I've also started working on a blog post all about burnout. So 5 tips to help you prevent burnout, because that is so prevalent at the moment. So I'm just completing that as well. And what I've kind of just had an epiphany of is how I work usually in my other job is I'm very process driven. So if there's a process to follow, I follow it to a T, and then that's how things get done. Whereas in this job, in my clinic, I haven't actually set any processes. I haven't written anything down for a process or anything like that, or a procedure. So what's been happening is I haven't been consistent, especially within my content and that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is just jot down some dot points of the process that I wish to follow, that to get everything done, and that way it's on there and I have something to refer back to rather than just posting something and forgetting about it. I am being more diligent and saying, no, I've posted something, and then where does these things have to go? And that way it's systematic, and eventually when I have another staff member, they can easily just pick up on that process, read it and follow it, and that way it kind of can go into the procedures and policies and start building the clinic from there. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm kind of just going all over the place, which I find I do, especially on these days. But I wrote myself a list, so obviously I'm not going to get all of this done, but I just wanted to write myself a list. So basically what I need to do today is, you would have seen in my last vlog, if you haven't watched that, go watch that, sample the new tea. So I've had a couple of weeks trialing that out and I really like it. I need to make the label for that. I need to investigate some sample pouches. So I really want to make like a sample pack that people can purchase or they get gifted of all our teas, especially if you're unsure of what tea you want. And if you just want a tea for flavor, it's the perfect way to test all the teas. So I want to investigate sample pouches, how to make tea bags and that kind of thing. I have a kind of a bad habit of registering for courses and webinars and stuff that I'm really interested in, but I don't actually get the time to do. So what I'm really trying to do is dedicate at least half an hour a week on doing a webinar or a course that I've already enrolled in. And what I want to do to track that is just to make a list of all the courses that I've registered to, because I have stuff in my email that I haven't even looked at, and that way I have one place where it all is, and I can just go back and just go through them, and that way I can kind of log my CPD, so continuing education points as well, and keep track of that. Same with my invoices, I need to organize that as well. I have a bunch of YouTube videos so that were on my previous YouTube channel, so yoga flows and meditations, that I just need to re-edit a little bit and re-upload. So I forgot my hard drive at my clinic, so I'll do that at home. So I really want to dedicate this time to be things that I record, just because it's a quiet space and I can get that done. And then I basically just need to do some brainstorming and some research on ways to grow my business, because I really want to have a better equipped online health store. I think that would be really cool. I really want to do just different things that I've always wanted to do, but I need to find the time to just sit down and work it out, nut out the logistics and how it's going to work, just to be able to make it as user-friendly, accessible, and benefit you guys the best that it can. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do today. Just a lot of computer work, nothing too exciting, but it's everything that's behind the scenes that will get shown to you whenever it comes into fruition. And I think this is kind of the backbones of any business that people don't really show you, is the processes, the times where you just have to spend a lot of time on the computer. And what I've found is that I need to put some backbones in this business, some foundations, and that way I can kind of build upon that. Where I've been, like most self-employed people, of just kind of trying to get people in, but I really need to make strong systems and processes, and that way I can grow it more easily than if I didn't have those. So that's where I'm at the moment. I think the journaling helped this morning, so it was really good to do that and just to get things on paper. I just want to show you this so you have a little bit of an idea. This is what I've kind of done. I might change it a little bit, but so we have the YouTube is kind of the primary source of everything. And then that YouTube video will be posted on the website, but it will also be made into a blog post. And that way you have the two different variations in accessibility. I don't know why it's so red. And then that YouTube video, depending what it is, if it's a meditation or a podcast, that would get put onto an audio version, and then that audio version will go on Spotify and iTunes, and I think I'm going to link that back to the website as well. Then these will get filtered down, so we have the primary pieces of content up here and then the secondary, so these will get filtered down into our social media spaces. So we have the 30 seconds video bites and then the static post or story. I'm going to make this a little bit more robust, but this is kind of just a brain dump. And that way you have the different pieces of content filtering through the social media pieces. and then we're going into our email newsletter, and that's kind of the last protocol where the content goes. So that way, that one piece of content is going into at least 5 different places, and that's kind of the goal for this. Another day and I've had this great epiphany last night to do a new format of some of the videos for my reels and Facebook and YouTube shorts, you know, the portrait ones. So I've just been filming those and my camera nearly died, so I stopped doing that. So I'm going to work on some other things. Today is content day, so I'm just trying to do as much as I can. I also got an order for some lip balm as well, so I'm just grabbing those. So this person ordered 4 lip balms, which is really cool. So I'm just going to drop those off on my way home. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to record a yoga nidra, and I'm sorry, I need to actually breathe. I want to record a yoga nidra for my YouTube channel because I haven't actually done one of those yet. So I want to do one of those, then I'll probably pack up, go get lunch, and then head home so I can just edit some things. Because I do have a lot of footage to edit, but I'm trying to use this time when I have a bit of a slower day to really amp up my marketing and batch everything together. So that is what I'm doing now.